Hey everybody, this is Esco with Lenovo Data Center here in Morrisville, North Carolina on the Lenovo campus, Building 8. Continuing our series on Think Agile HX. I'm here to talk about the models and actually, the several different ways that we can configure this system for your use. Now, remember, people come to Lenovo because they want to increase profitability, get to market quicker, and retain IT talent. I think today's session is probably going to focus more around get to market quicker and increasing the profitability because of the unique ways that we can size these boxes out for you. Now, last week we talked about sizing, how many workloads you would need inside of your hardware, so that way you can run this hyper-converged infrastructure environment. Today, we're going to get real specific with what models we have to do that. So we're going to have a 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, and 7,000 series. So we've got a whole bunch of different ways that we can build these boxes. Starting over here with our 1,000 series, that's going to be a single processor, 384 gigs of RAM, 4 hard drive system. This is going to be for your smaller environments, remote office, branch office, 1-node, 2-node clusters, and then very small 3-node clusters from a resource perspective. Moving down the line, we actually have the 2,000 series. They're virtually identical. Both are 1U platforms. Both have 4 hard drives in there. The change here is that we have 2 processors inside of this unit, as well as up to 1.5 terabytes of RAM. So as you start getting heavier workloads and needing more physical resources inside of the cluster, this is actually where we would transition our customers to. The one that we sell most of the time is going to be our 3000 series, and that's going to be our 3320 or 3321. This is a 2-socket box. It has 12 hard drives in it and can do 1.5 terabytes of RAM. And there's a couple of different flavors here. The 1U pizza box, which is the one we sell most of the time. We also have the 3720 or 3721, which is a 2U 4-node, very dense platform. So if you have the need to repeat and repeat and repeat what your hardware looks like, this is the one that would get us very dense inside of the data center. And then we have the 3520 or 3521G. This 2U box is going to be the same 2 processor, 1.5 terabytes, 12 hard drives, but it gives you the ability to add GPUs into the infrastructure. So think about your hyper-converged infrastructure cluster, your Think Agile HX cluster with GPUs inside of the node. So if you're taking advantage of VDI or CAD or AutoCAD kind of activities, this is going to be the box that you can take advantage of. Now, moving over here into the 5,000 and 7,000, this is where we actually get very specific. So if your needs are very storage dense, we actually have the 5520 or 5521 series box, which is going to be 2 processors, 1.5 terabytes of RAM, but it's going to be boasting the larger capacity hard drives, the 8 and the 10 terabyte SATA drives, as well as up to 6 SSD drives in there. I skipped to mention, we can do all of these both hybrid and all flash. So if you want 2 SSDs and 2 spinning drives, great. If you want 2 or 4 SSDs and then some spinning drives, great. Or if you want to go all flash, we can totally accommodate that inside of these units right here. So back over here, we've got the larger capacity based series. So think large data sets, large terabytes per node. And then we actually have a cold storage node. This is a very unique box that we can put into a hyper-converged infrastructure cluster, which actually gives you the ability to add just storage to the cluster. So if you have all the compute you need and you just need to be storage dense, this is the box that we would add to an existing cluster. Our 7000 series is going to be our higher performing series. This is going to be where we would start focusing on very intensive processor workloads. The 7520 series is going to be 2 processors with 1.5 terabytes of RAM, and then the 7800 series is going to be where we have 4 processors and up to 3 terabytes of RAM inside of each individual node. This is the SAP HANA certified node for your Nutanix clusters running HANA. This is also the node that we typically recommend for blockchain activities. Guys, if you want to go ahead and reshare, if you have any questions, DM me or shoot me a note down below. I'm happy to accommodate or answer any questions that you may have. Again, thank you for all the likes and all the reshares. I do appreciate that. We'll talk to you next time.